Hello everyone of YouTube and my lit heads. So, we are now officially one day away from the Nintendo Direct from Nintendo, which will be April 12th, 2017. So, although I usually don't post on Tuesdays, I'm going to make an exception and do that for this specifically. Because I want to talk about what I think they will, present in the Nintendo Direct. So it's obviously going to be more about the Nintendo Switch and maybe some of its features. I'm hoping they will, reveal some things we don't know about it. I think that would be nice. Personally, I'm hoping that they will include some online features, like give us YouTube, give us Netflix, give us basically what the Wii U had in terms of online features, but for the Nintendo Switch. And I want them to hopefully bring up the games that are going to be released soon. I know between, April, or was it... No, I think it was June actually, yeah, that we're gonna get more games for the Switch during the summer, and that's why I'm kind of glad that it's taking me a while to save up money for a Nintendo Switch, because by the time I get one, there will be more games for it. So as we all know, Splatoon 2 is coming out very soon. I think it's coming out in the summer as well. I'm pretty sure Super Mario Odyssey, doesn't that come out in the summer? I'm not sure if it does. I think so. If it doesn't, that is a terrible move on Nintendo's part, in my opinion. Let's see, I know ARMS is coming out as well. I think that's coming out in the summer too. So really, I think it's going to be mainly about Splatoon and ARMS, and hopefully if they present those games, which, I'd be willing to bet money that they're going to, like, they have to. Those are the games that are coming out very soon. I know they are. I know they're coming out during the summer. So for Splatoon 2, I'm hoping they would introduce new maps. I'm hoping they would talk more about the single player mode and, stuff like that. Things that help Splatoon 2 be more different than the first one. As for ARMS, I'm hoping they introduce more characters. I hope they introduce maybe a story mode. I hope they talk about other gameplay mechanics, things that they have not shown off yet. Maybe even bring up Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch and talk about how it would be a port of the Wii U version. And maybe it'll be like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where it's just everything unlocked already, and because of how everything is already unlocked, that we have just a few more DLC new characters. I think that would be awesome. If, let's say that happens, let's say by some crazy Nintendo miracle that happens, and Masahiro Sakurai comes back and they're like, you know what, we are going to make the Nintendo Switch version extra special, make a deluxe version, and we're going to add new characters. I would want the Ice Climbers to come back, simply because I know they were a huge fan favorite, especially for like competitive Melee. I've seen the Ice Climbers do ridiculous things in competitive Melee. So for those people who want Ice Climbers, I want Wolf personally to come back. I liked Wolf, but de-clone him. Like how Roy is more of his own character, and they made Dr. Mario, well, he's sort of a semi-clone. Like, he has more weight to him, if I remember right. His attacks are heavier, like they do more damage. I think they did that with Dr. Mario, or I think he's still considered a direct clone, but basically like Roy, where they de-cloned him, gave him more of his own moves, more of his own specific animations, crap like that. Completely de-clone Wolf, get rid of his stupid tank Final Smash, give him something else, make him feel different from Fox and Falco, because I also personally, I like it when you get to play as the villain in Smash Bros, because I feel like that's not really that common in video games. You really don't get to play as the, villain character of a franchise that often. Like, you really don't get to be Bowser that often, except for maybe, like, the spin-off games, like Paper Mario and, I think Bowser's Inside Story with Mario and Luigi. Or, obviously Mario Party 10 with Bowser Party. So, really, aside from like the spin-off games, you really don't get to play as the villain of a gaming franchise that often, in my opinion. So I like that. That's why I want Wolf to come back. I would like maybe at least one more Sega rep to come. Because we have Sonic, we have Bayonetta. Let's see, I think that's really it for Sega. But then we have, for Capcom, Mega Man, Ryu, and I think for Namco we have Pac-Man. But I don't know, I just want one more for Sega. I guess it's just because I just have a bit of a bias towards Sega because of Sonic and Jet Set Radio and Super Monkey Ball. I liked Super Monkey Ball. I thought it was a cool franchise, you know. Now, am I saying that should be added for Smash Bros? Not really. Just, you know, something from Sega. And see, this is the problem with Sega. Damn it! I wish they made more of the other IPs well known outside of Japan, because I really can't list a bunch of Sega games off the top of my head. Because all I really know is Sonic, Jet Set Radio, Bayonetta, and Super Monkey Ball, and Rise Star, and that one chick from, what was it called, Ulala from Channel 5. Like, they really need to bring some other IPs here, man. They need to stop focusing too much on Sonic. But something for Sega, you know, maybe if not Sega, just, I don't know, add another character that people have been wanting to come back, you know. I think that'd be cool. If Smash Bros is a thing, I would want just maybe a few more stages, something, you know. I really liked, God, what was that? It was from Super Smash Bros. Melee, wasn't it like a Force Side from Earthbound? It's that one Earthbound stage where it looks like you are fighting on skyscrapers, like this really, you know, big city, and then there's a moon above you. It's that one. I would want that one to come back. I like it a lot. And I mean, I really feel like there's not a lot they could do for the Nintendo Switch Deluxe version of Super Smash Bros. If this actually was a thing. But bring back story mode. I miss adventure mode. It pisses me off that adventure mode is gone. I miss adventure mode a lot. Now, if that was a thing, I would expect that to be only for the original cast of characters, no DLC. Because this is a massive roster, you know, and I could never ever see them, like, if they ever tried to implement a story mode, which I don't see them ever doing that. That's, you know, very hard to do. You have to create new cutscenes, create, you know, everything from scratch. But let's say, hypothetically, if they could, I think it would be only those characters, only the default Smash Bros. Characters, no DLC. It would just be too much. Too much to program, in my opinion. Let's see what else I think they could add. Like, I really don't know what else they could add. I feel like Smash Bros. 4 has a lot of content. But something. We need something besides Smash Tour. I don't like Smash Tour. I think it's annoying. So, moving on from Smash Bros. Deluxe for Nintendo Switch, if that's a thing. I mean, it has to be a thing. Let's see. It's hard to say. I'm really not sure what they could talk about, because, you know, this is Nintendo. I really don't know what they're gonna do. They're very unpredictable in that sense. If we get a Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch, I think that would be awesome, because Nintendo Switch, you know, is it's a hybrid. It's a handheld console, technically, and a home console. So I would want a Pokemon game made for the Nintendo Switch, whether it was like the main games like Pokemon Sun and Moon, or if it was like the spin-off games. I don't really know, but I would just want a Pokemon game for the Nintendo Switch. I think that'd be good to present that, you know. But at the same time, they might save their heavy hitters, you know, the ones they really want to present for E3, which is in June. So I really don't know, but I would want at least Animal Crossing for the Nintendo Switch as well, and bring back being the villager. I'm tired of all this extra crap they keep trying to do with the series. I just like being a villager, running around and doing whatever the hell I want, because that's what Animal Crossing is all about. Well, that and paying off the mortgage to your house so we can get bigger. Kinda weird when you think about it, but I like that. That's why my favorite Animal Crossing game was Animal Crossing City Folk, because I just like that it's pretty much the last one where you got to be a villager. So I would want that to come back for Nintendo Switch. No stupid board game Animal Crossing, none of that crap. Just bring back the true original Animal Crossing and, you know, do that. Metroid. We need to bring back Metroid for the Nintendo Switch because Metroid fans have been deprived of Metroid for far too long. I find it to be ridiculous, and I'm not even like a really big Metroid fan. I'm pretty sure I stated that before in another video, but just, you know, out of respect for Nintendo's IPs, we need to bring back their other stuff, like Metroid. I would love F-Zero to come back. Even though Fast Racing Neo, from what I've seen, it's almost like a spiritual successor to F-Zero. The gameplay is almost identical from what I've seen. But, you know, still, bring back F-Zero, bring back Metroid. Try again with Star Fox Zero. Oh god, I hope they do like a HD, I don't know, deluxe version of that too, where they get rid of the motion controls, they maybe polish up the textures of it, because despite how the Wii U is HD, the characters look really weird in that game. I've seen like really close-up screenshots of Fox like in the vehicle, but you see, you know, through the glass of the cockpit area, you see Fox's face, and he looks really weird. He looks really low poly. He looks like he's from a GameCube game, not a pretty HD Wii U game, you know, so it's weird. Especially because it's basically the exact same model as the Smash Bros. Model, but with different clothes. So, you know, I mean, they look the same. I mean, it's probably not the exact same model, but you get my point. If they can make it look good, and Smash Bros. For Wii U, I don't get why they couldn't make the Star Fox one look good. So, polish up the textures a bit, I think that would be nice. Get rid of the motion controls, and add some new things. Like, I already knew right off the bat I was not going to like Star Fox Zero, that's why I didn't go buy it. Now, some people out there are probably like, well, wait and fire, you should, you know, try a video game before, you know, judging or, you know, thinking that you won't like it. See, that's the thing. I know what I like in terms of video games. I know what genres I like. And usually the commercials for the game are what kind of give me a glimpse and give me an idea of, oh, am I going to like this or am I not going to like this? Perfect example would be Fire Emblem Fates. I saw the trailers for the game. I thought the story was cool. The gameplay looked interesting. So I wanted to check it out. That is how I make my decision. I already know what I like. So it's the commercial that has to draw me in and make me see, oh, hey, this is something I might, you know, want to play. Star Fox Zero did not do that. What I saw was Star Fox 64, which I had as the HD remake for the Nintendo 3DS. So, you know, it's essentially the exact same thing all over again, but with new vehicles. And I think like a few new levels here and there, but that's really it. Oh, and that weird portal mechanic where you can instantly teleport to another level or something. But that's it. It's the same damn story over and over and over and over and over and over. And it pisses me off so bad because you have a crazy story about these little personified animals flying around in spaceships in outer space, being some kind of like mercenary Air Force team in space. And all you do is the same story over and over and over. Like, really, Nintendo, you can do so much more than this. And that's why people have some controversy with Star Fox Assault. I like it. I like that it expanded Star Fox to having ground-based missions on the planet and missions where you have to go fly in space and crap like that, like a traditional Star Fox, because they are a mercenary team. They should be able to go and do ground missions and go and use other weapons and, you know, have other abilities too. You know, that'd be like if Deadpool only knew how to punch people. When he, in reality, knows how to use katanas, scythes, guns, grenades. He can use tons of weapons, you know what I mean? Instead of limiting Star Fox to just one thing, I feel like they should have both ground missions where they use multiple weapons and stuff like that. Heck, maybe even implement some hand-to-hand combat martial arts skills. I think that would be cool. And, you know, keep the classic R-wing missions. That's why I like Star Fox Assault. I would like that kind of gameplay to come back. Knowing Nintendo, it's not, but I want Star Fox Zero just have some better version, please, Nintendo. I want Star Fox Zero and Star Fox to just come back. I want Star Fox to come back and be cool. But it's the same damn thing over and over and over. And that's why people, at least, you know, to me, that's why I can see a lot of people getting sick of Star Fox. It's the same damn thing over and over and over and over. At least Mario would try to add new things, but it's at its core the same formula, but they would try to add new things, like the Super Mario Sunshine, or, you know, Super Mario Galaxy. It's still a 3D platformer, but they're handling it in different ways. One uses water to propel Mario into the air, the other one messes with gravity and allows Mario to float. See what I mean? Same core concept, but they're handled in different ways. Do that with Star Fox. I want Metroid to come back. I want Star Fox to come back. I want new IPs from Nintendo. But they can be doing so much more with the Nintendo Switch. So I just really hope that this Nintendo Direct, which is going to come out tomorrow, April 12th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, will just present more. Talk about ARMS, let us know what the game is going to have, more new characters hopefully. Let us know what's going to make Splatoon 2 so special, because I'm really not impressed. I mean, yeah, it looks better, but that's really it. Let us know what other games are coming out in the summer for the Nintendo Switch, because we freaking need more games for the Nintendo Switch. There's not enough for the Nintendo Switch. We need more games. And I would love to see Super Smash Bros. Get an HD version, HD remake, or not remake, HD deluxe version for Nintendo Switch. I feel like a lot of the stuff they're going to do is going to be deluxe port versions and introduce new games for the summer. That's what I'm thinking they're going to do. Oh, and also indie games. A lot of indie games are on the Nintendo Switch now, so that's what I think they're going to do. A lot of indie games, new games for the summer, and a lot of HD deluxe expansions on games for the Wii U. Personally, I would love to see Xenoblade Chronicles X come to the Nintendo Switch, do some like HD Switch Xenoblade Chronicles X where they polish up the graphics maybe a bit more, because I saw that if you compare like the HD trailer or whatever, I think that was like the E3 footage of Xenoblade Chronicles X, the final product, it did get toned down, it did get brought down a bit. So I would love to see it brought back up to the beta or whatever that was, you know, for Xenoblade Chronicles X. Maybe add an epilogue, you know, add something else to the story too, you know, just to make it a bit different from the Wii version. Because I like Xenoblade Chronicles X, I think it's awesome. And I feel like because of it being on Wii U, not as many people are going to play it, you know. But I would want that to also be on the Nintendo Switch. Bring it somehow to the Nintendo Switch. I think that would be awesome. And more Square Enix games. I heard Square Enix is going to work together with Nintendo a lot for the Nintendo Switch. They're going to make a lot of games for the Nintendo Switch. So I want to see a lot of Square Enix games popping up during the Nintendo Direct as well. So who knows? I would love that. I'd love to see maybe even some Kingdom Hearts spin-off games pop up on the Switch. I'd love to see Kingdom Hearts 3, especially because I heard Kingdom Hearts 3 runs on the Unreal Engine 4, and Nintendo Switch can run the Unreal Engine 4. So, yeah, put it there. And I want to see Pokken Tournament also ported to the Nintendo Switch. They have some HD deluxe version for the Nintendo Switch. And present all of that for the Direct. I want that. If I don't get that, I will be disappointed, but hey, whatever, you know. Anyway, this is Lit and Fire going away. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.